Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsyreplays and welcome back to channel. Today we're just going to be looking briefly at update 6.3. Wargaming did a live stream tonight and we are just briefly going to look at all the changes that are coming in 6.3. So first up we have a few camouflages, which Wargaming usually add a few camouflages in nearly every single update. So this is not really a surprise here. Now this camouflage here, which you can see on the Chinese TD, this was originally just added in the Chinese server, but Wargaming have decided to add it to all servers. Next up we have the Pantera camouflage, the Italian tier 8, which is coming this update, along with this tank, which is the Progetto. Lovely camouflage there. Really nice looking, which brings me to the European line, the new line that is coming in 6.3, and it starts with a Finnish tier 1 tank. It has Polish tier 2 and 3, Swedish tier 4, 5, and Italian 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we are going to look at these tanks in greater detail hopefully tomorrow when I get on the open test server. So today we're literally just going to look at all the changes, and tomorrow we're going to look at deeper into this new tech tree line, and just to see what the tanks are all actually like. So don't forget that this whole line is made up from 4 different nations, but it is just one tech tree line. It is the pan-European line. And as I've said, a Finnish tier 1, Polish tier 2, 3, Swedish tier 4, 5, and Italian tier 6 to 10. Now the Italian tier 6 and the 7, the P43 bis and the P43 TER, they are just normal tanks. They are normal tanks. In fact, they both look very similar. They look a bit paper. Don't know what the stats are. But they look like they've got a nice gun. It is just a single fire gun until you get to the Pantera, which is this tank here, the Italian tier 8. Now this is where we start having the auto reloader. So the auto reloader is an auto loader, but you can reload each shell at a time. So you haven't got to wait for your full magazine to reload. You can just reload one shell, shoot it, or you can reload the whole clip. It's entirely up to you. The tier 9 looks really good. The tier 9 looks, the standard B, it's called. It looks quite quick. It looks very maneuverable. The traverse seems pretty quick. The gun seems quite nice. I don't know what the alpha, I think it's 350 alpha. But I'm really looking forward to this tank. It actually does look really nice. But as I've said, we're going to look at the tank a lot more in detail in tomorrow's video. It might be a late video, quite late, because I am out with the family all day tomorrow. So it will be quite late at night, probably the same time as you're getting this video. And at the end of the line is the Progetto. Now, a lot of you have already seen the Progetto. Because it's in test. I've played it. I'm still testing the tank. It's still in test, so I was quite shocked that this is actually going to come out this update, considering the tank's still in test. But as far as I'm aware, they haven't changed anything or stat-wise, but we will see. So next up, we have consumables. The consumables. So first up, we have the Chinese TD line. They are getting the reticle calibration, which gives you 4% aiming time, 40% to gun dispersion. It lasts for 15 seconds and the cooldown is 65 seconds. And on top of that consumable, you are going to get the reactive armor. So it does 20% damage to any shell to you. And to be fair, I'm not too bothered about these consumables on this tank, because it's a tank that not many people play. So it's not like they are putting it on the FV4005, where a lot of people are going to play it. Now, this is what I am shocked about, is the T110E5. The T110E5 is a very good tank, very strong tank. It's a very quick tank for a heavy, and they've decided to give it the improved engine boost, which is going to be insane. Couldn't see why not they can't put the engine boost on a tank that, just like the Chinese TD, a tank that not many people play. But they've gone and done it anyway. The reactive armor as well, which I kind of think is not going to be used as much. And also you got the sandbags armor, both of them there on the E5 as well. So balance changes. Good news, and well, they're pretty much good news. There is no nerfs in update 6.3, only buffs. I'm not sure exactly what the buffs are, but again, tomorrow's video we can take a look at that. All we know is that this Chinese tier 10, the medium, the 121, is getting a better rate of fire. It already has an 8-second reload, so that is going to get better. The Chinese tier 10, which we'll just have a look at, that is getting, I think, 100, something like 100 better speed boost or engine boost or something like that. And the Tiger 2 is getting stronger hull. So a stronger hull, nice armor buff there for the Tiger 2. And that pretty much leaves me with the last thing. And it is the Twister Cup is coming back. Friday, Wargaming will make an announcement. Probably, I think it's to do with how much people can win on this year's Twister Cup. And I think it's going to be happening in November. Hopefully we get to see Rolling Swarm there this year. He is fantastic and deserves to go. But join my video tomorrow where we look into these at greater detail. I'm Meadsy69 and I'll catch you soon.